Monday on a Turkish ship, which was part of that flotilla trying to break the Gaza blockade. Today, the Turkish parliament, as we reported, said it wants to have a complete review of its relationship with Israel. I'm joined now by Ziya Meral, who's a Turkish analyst based at the University of Cambridge. He's briefed various governments and spoken at briefings at the US Congress and the British Parliament. Ziya, first of all, Benjamin Netanyahu went on national TV in Israel tonight and defended those actions on Monday. He told the Israeli people if the blockade was lifted, Gaza would be turned into a base for Iranian missiles. How do you think that rather defiant message is going to go down in Turkey?
It won't go well at all. In fact, that sentiment has been repeated not just by Prime Minister Netanyahu, but by Israeli Foreign Minister and Defense Minister Ehud Barak as well. At the moment, the issue of blockade of Gaza is a separate issue than the treatment of the flotilla, which was on march to Gaza. So in a sense, what Turkey and the international community is waiting to hear from Israel is an apology that their soldiers have used disproportional force and caused serious damage, not necessarily a resolution on the Gaza issue at the moment.
When the Turkish parliament talks of a complete review of Turkey's relationship with Israel, what does that mean in practice?
Thus far, there hasn't been any tangible declaration by the Turkish parliament or the specific steps they will take. They cautiously ignored listing specific actions they can take. However, it is very clear that the foreign minister, Ahmet Davutoğlu, has been on a quite diplomatic marathon of getting a major UN Security Council statement and getting the international community to ask for an international and objective investigation into what happened. Obviously, the subtext of these threats are that the trade agreements between Israel and Turkey will potentially be harmed. There are clear cancellations of tourist tours to Turkey and Israel, even cancellation of football games that are supposed to happen in Israel at the moment. But the specific steps, I think the Turkish government is leaving consciously open at the moment in order to secure an international reaction first.
What about military ties between the two? Because there has been quite a lot of military ties, haven't there, in the past?
There has been for quite some time. The defense contracts between two countries have been damaged a lot since the last year, and a lot of the build-up of the tensions between Israel and Turkey anyway. And both parties have regularly stated that they will be looking into each defense contract on its own merits. There has been military exercises cancelled, not only just with Turkey, but even Greece just announced since Sunday that they are cancelling a military act they have with Israel. So in a sense, the strategic relationship between Israel and Turkey have been on a steady decline. However, there have been indications from Turkey that Turkey is still interested in receiving Israeli military technology, i.e. the unmanned drones.
Does this reflect a broader disenchantment in Turkey with relationships with the West in general? And I'm thinking, I suppose, that a lot of Turks feel rather rejected by the European Union, don't they? And are sort of saying, look, you know, let us now look towards the Middle East, not towards Europe, America, and presumably Israel gets included in that.
Well, if the topic at hand was another conversation, i.e. Turkish and US politics, then I would agree that there might be a case there to argue that AKP is turning its way away from the West to the East. But however, on this issue, the fact that the reason why Turkish society is reacting to this really harshly, so as the AKP government, is because 4 or 5 of the murdered activists are Turkish citizens, and the attack happened on a Turkish boat. This isn't necessarily about a realignment of Turkish foreign policy with any other country. In fact, most Turks would not be in any sympathy over various other rogue actors within the Middle East. But I think the main issue here is that Turkey perceives this as an attack on its own sovereignty and its own citizens. And as the Foreign Minister Davutoğlu has stated again and again, Turkey will stand up and pursue the welfare of its citizens wherever they are.
Ziya Meral, thank you very much. Now, Afghanistan is a country where for the past 30 years political differences have been worked out on the battlefield.